Uh, Thank you very much to the Congressman from Louisiana. Mr. Speaker, I couldn't stand for a more important topic, and this is what I believe is the greatest domestic threat that's facing this country. Our national debt and our last 40 years of inheriting prosperity from our parents and our grandparents, and in the last many years, we have been borrowing and stealing prosperity from our children and our grandchildren because of an insatiable appetite for spending other people's money with the easiest thing to do in a manner that's not in line with our revenue. And there's a founding father who gave us a great warning. Thomas Jefferson told us, he said, you should not allow your leaders to load you with perpetual debt. It's the same Thomas Jefferson who years later would make the comment, he would talk about what he defined in Latin terms as the abusive state of man. And he said, the forehorse of this frightful team is public debt. Taxation follows that, and in its train is wretchedness and oppression. Our liberty as a nation is in jeopardy. We hear trillions of dollars that are, tossed around. And I don't think we really understand the size and scope of $1 trillion. If I stood on this floor and at a second at a time I laid a dollar bill on this podium and I didn't stop to eat or sleep, taking a second at a time to lay out that dollar bill, it would take me 11 days. You'd get tired sitting in that chair, Mr. Speaker, 11 days watching me count out $1 million. If I was to lay out a dollar at a time on this table, a second at a time, the time to lay it out and retrieve my hand, it would take me 31 years to lay out $1 billion if I didn't stop to eat or sleep. In order to get to $1 trillion, it would take me 31,000 years. 31,000 years if I didn't stop to eat or sleep a second at a time. We know what has happened in 2022, 40-year high record of inflation. The average Oklahoman spent $7,000 more than they did the year prior to buy the exact same goods and services because of devaluation of the dollar. That's the tip of the iceberg. That's what we see. That's what people are feeling. But what's under the water that we can't see is this collision course that we're headed towards. This gigantic iceberg of the mountain of debt and our unfunded obligations. Our national debt at $31.5 trillion. Every man, woman, and newborn child, if you take that number and you divide it, every baby, including babies, that open their eyes today and take in their first breath of air owe $94,000 just to pay off that $94,000. They will pay it off through a lower standard of living. It's a hidden tax that we're going to pass on to our kids because of our selfishness. $1.4 trillion has been a number that's kind of been in my head for the last few days. The CBO number, the Congressional Budget Office number, said that this year's deficit's $1.4 trillion. We will overspend $1.4 trillion this year. If you go back 40 years ago to 1983, that's exactly the size of our gross national debt in 1983, was $1.4 trillion. It took us 200 years as a nation to get to $1.4 trillion, and this year we will overspend in 1 year that amount. CBO also giving us projections about where our interest rates are taking us. Within 7 years, what we spend, what we flush down the toilet just in interest payments, is going to match what we spend on our entire defense of our country. But if you take that interest payment out to 10 years from now, it's also $1.4 trillion. So there's the number yet again. In 1983, our size, after 200 years, $1.4 trillion, our gross national debt. This year, we'll overspend by that amount, our annual deficit. In 10 years from now, that will be just the interest that was flushed down the toilet, annual debt service payments, 10 years from now. That's a 50-year spread of $1.4 trillion. We're in trouble. Our current debt to GDP ratio, gross national debt to GDP ratio, is 129%. There's only 11 other countries in the world that have a higher debt to GDP ratio than we do. And these are the small countries. the small countries that aren't a world leader, a shining city on a hill. Economists are predicting that Medicare will be insolvent in 2028. They've actually bumped the number to 2028. It's when we were only going to be able to pay out to 90%. To 90%. It'll be an automatic 10% cut in 2028 to Medicare if we do nothing. In 2033, the actuaries are telling us on Social Security that it becomes insolvent. There'll be an automatic 25% cut to Social Security. Without anyone changing anything, that's what we face. When you add the liabilities, the unfunded liabilities of Medicare, Social Security, what we owe veterans for pensions, federal employees for pensions, other trust programs we've stolen out of over the last many years, and you add it in addition to our $31 trillion, our sum total is $120 trillion of unfunded liabilities / debt. That came out last year with very little fanfare. Only the Heartland Institute picked it up. That $120 trillion total, they said if you put it against all assets in America, if you assessed it against the valuation of all property, all land, all homes, all stocks, and they even said this, down to pieces of furniture, it's 86% of all wealth in America right now. So you remember I talked through how long it would take to get to $1 trillion. It would take you 31,000 years if you counted out $1 at a time. It would take you to get to 120 trillion, 3.7 million years to count out $1 at a time to get to $120 trillion. If you didn't stop to eat or sleep and you counted out $1 at a time. According to the U.S. Treasury Department, in its February 2022 report that I just cited, in order for us to pay this all back, another way of looking at it, if every household would just send a $1 million check to your federal government, that will make us square with the house as a nation. Thomas Jefferson wasn't alone. Benjamin Franklin, he warned us, if we can gather it, from his conversation to Elizabeth Powell and when this Constitution was put together. And when he was asked outside by Elizabeth Powell as one of the leading members of Philadelphia Society after weeks of putting this Constitution together, she said, "What have you given us, a republic or a monarch?" And his response was, "We've given you a republic if you can keep it." And that's important because Article 4, Section 4 of our U.S. Constitution guarantees to every state a republican form of government and to protect them against invasion. But we'll stay on the Republican conversation, the republic form, for a moment. Why is a republic important? Our founders in that study in the Constitutional Convention, they looked at all forms of government. They spent weeks. And a republic was different, and they knew it, than a democracy. Benjamin Franklin also described democracy. He said it's two wolves and a lamb voting on what they're going to have for lunch. But liberty is a well-armed lamb contesting the vote. And what we're talking about is the liberty of this country. We are trading our liberty for debt and dependency. Liberty means something. In the constitutional preamble, it says that we, the people, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, ensure domestic tranquility, establish justice, all the elements. But the last one, secure the blessing of liberty for ourselves and our posterity. Secure the blessing of liberty for ourselves and our posterity. It's a mission statement. And we have a duty to live up to the mission statement that was handed to us 200 years ago, and we're missing the mark. May God help us obtain the courage to put our national interest ahead of our own personal self-interest and squarely face these problems that are addressing the American people. And I'll end by saying this. Martin Luther King Jr. had a statement that my old boss, Tom Coburn, kind of tweaked, and he shortened it. And it's this. Cowardice asks the question, is it safe? Vanity asks the question, is it popular? But conscience asks the question, is it right? It is right to secure the blessing of liberty, not just for ourselves, but our